that you're here. Do you have audio and video? Rallyman mag pouches, cowls on the side. This will allow you to add tourniquets, pistol mag pouches, light pouches, whatever, to the side. These have Velcro adjustable lids. They have Fastex and Velcro closure. You can unclip them and then just use Velcro for your closures. These will carry 3 M4 mags, 2 308 mags, or 2 AK mags perfectly. We got 1 quarts coming off the line in Woodland. These will carry a 1 quart. They will also carry 5 M4 mags and several of the different drums. And these, you can tuck the lid inside if you wish. Have it open top, and then you have the cradle that will go over the 1 quart canteen, just like that. The pockets on the sides, you can put 4 or 5 Cliff bars or power bars or water tabs or whatever you want to put in there. And then they do have loops on the back. You just add key rings to these, and then you can tie them into your suspender set or whatever carriage system you have. These are everybody that ordered cigarette pouches on the live. These were never put out publicly. Nobody knew these were here unless you watched that live on Sunday. These are all of the ones you guys ordered. These will all ship tomorrow. They are now on the website and open to order if you wish to get more, or if you did not get in that initial order, they're open on the site. These are small radio pouches. These will hold all your bow fangs. They will not hold your extended battery ones. Triple pistols, we make these Velcro or Fastex. We make them pals or belt on the back. And these ones obviously are Velcro closure with pistol mags on the back. For you guys with the longer extended battery bow fangs and radios, that's what this is, and this will hold the larger ones. 308 mag pouches, these are singles. They are Velcro lined front and back for Velcro dot retention. You can also put Kydex inserts inside those if you want to run them open top with retention. OD Rallyman pouches with pistols are coming off the line right now. More shenanigan bags. There's 24 there, so that'll ship 24 more of those orders out tomorrow. Not sure what is out here. You know what these are? I'll bet these are active shooter bags. More active shooter bags. More 1 quarts. Easter pouches. More Easter pouches. Doge bags. Yeah, those are active shooter bags back over there. That's exactly what those are. More 1 quarts. AJ, what's up? Josh, Homestead, Glenn, what's up? Yukon, Curie, hello. Jake, Joshua Winnie, Todd, John, how are you? B. Sterling just started reading Lights Out. Nice. Did you see my name on the back cover there? I'm quoted on the back. Mojave Wizard, Scott Taylor, Byron Roberts, Benjamin Brewer, Web Dad, Hamster, how are you? James F. and Regulator. How's firewood stash? I have a lot of firewood. Probably, I don't know, 12 cords right now. Plus I have, I don't know what fits in an IBC tote, but I've got probably 6 IBC totes full also. Ken, how are you? Packing up jars, right on. Oh, for me, thank you. Right on. What's in the jars? When are you guys coming here? Is it this weekend? Crows are illegal to own. Yes. And allowed versus able. If your crow just happens to stay where you are and flies into a cage to sleep but has access to leave on his own, is he really your crow? How's a shark? Shark's good, man. Where you been, dude? What are you doing? I saw a cool, they took like a black iron pipe, and they had corner mounts on these Pepsi and Coke flats, and they had them so they pivoted out. So it was like a stand, a display stand. Pretty neat. Next weekend. Got it. Strawberries. Nice. Thank you. Are the gym machines for sale? I can facilitate you getting some. I suppose I would sell that decline hammer strength and that flat hammer strength there, only because I want to replace them with black ones. Large tool bag didn't have the plastic. Yeah, we don't have the plastic. It's just not available. You're going to have to come up with something. Put a piece of wood in there. Put a piece of cutting board, works really well. Take some cardboard, as crazy as that sounds, and riggers tape it, gorilla tape it up real nice. We just don't have it. It came down to ship those things or cancel the orders. Are you selling the upright drink fridge? I don't know what upright drink fridge you're talking about. Am I selling an upright drink fridge? I don't know. I have a ton of, I'm thinking, I don't know if you're just fucking with me or if you saw one somewhere. I have a lot of fridges. I do not currently have a fridge for sale. Wish you could meet in person, your dream boss. Where are you at, Frosty? Where are you located? John, am I wrong? 20-year-old son decided to hyphenate his name to honor his deceased mother. I said to him, what are you trying not to get laid? Name one great man that has... I agree with that. I don't think a woman should keep her old name if she married a new man. You married the new man. I don't think people should have hyphenated names. I think you should make a fucking decision. Now, your 20-year-old son, he's probably not trying to fuck 45-year-old women. He's probably trying to, get with other 20, 25-year-old women. And it's probably tolerable, even probably fucking bonus points to fucking weirdos nowadays. But if I'm going to marry, like I would not have married Amanda simply if she was going to try to keep her last name with my name. Not fucking happening. Make up your fucking mind. No, there's no drink cooler here. You might have seen a sunglass display case back there. She's your property. She has your name. I found your son, Justin Slate. I don't know who you're talking about, Nathan. Ryan Topping, how are you? India. Got it, India. Supposedly they are too intelligent to own. I don't know about that. I mean, people have them. There's fucking plenty of content all over social media of guys with crows and ravens. And you can have magpies. The issue is American migratory birds, right? It's not even migratory game bird. It's just migratory birds in the United States. You can have a European crow, just like taxidermy. You can't buy a taxidermy crow in the United States legally, but you can buy a European crow. You can buy African birds. Bro, you were so right about just getting a GoPro. Bought a DJI and forced to download Chinese app. Well, you have to download the GoPro app to use a new GoPro. I have a couple new GoPros, and you have to fucking turn them on and sync them with your phone to work. I will say the last, I don't know, 15, 20 videos you've seen us put out came out of a DJI Action Cam. It's a little tiny thing that Brandl's been shooting with. And when you look at the footage, it looks just like his $10,000 cameras. Also, you have to kind of know how to use that thing. Been listening to EMDR videos to go to sleep. I'm not sure what those are. At what age can a kid handle a cell phone with internet? I think you're going to be mistaken if you think you're going to not give your child a phone and your kid goes to public school. Your kid is going to have a phone. There was people buying phones for our daughter. I had a 5-gallon bucket full of fucking phones I took away from our kid. Amanda and I took away from her. your kid's going to have the phone and they're going to find a way. Like even when she was in trouble and we would take her phone, she had an iPad. She downloaded a fucking app on the iPad and was texting with boys. 30 maybe, yeah. It does fuck them up, man. But in this society, I mean, unless you're homeschooling your kid and you have them around other kids that also don't have devices, I don't think you're going to be able to do it. No matter how good of a parent you think you are and how your kid follows your rules and you've got a great kid, they're going to do it whether you think it's happening or not. You are really, really mistaken if you think it's not. Just came back from Yosemite, saw over 100 ravens with similar white patterns, but they were spotted. I wonder what that was. Bought a prepaid flip phone off a friend for $20. And yeah, you can get child phones. You can get the bug phone, lightning bug or whatever it is. You can put child parameters. You can also put software on the phone where it shows you everything the kid's doing. You'd probably be better off with that. So at least you can look if you want to or need to know where they're navigating. At least then they have a phone. I promise you, your kid will have a fucking phone. Whether it comes home with him or her or not, there will be a phone. I fucking promise you. And you watch. I know somebody's like, no, I know my kid. John's fucking wrong. You make sure you come back here in 6 months and tell me I was fucking right. I have one kid who has had a phone for years and two who are almost 16 and 17 and still don't have phones. Right on. And you homeschool your children, right? I know you do. It's simple. Homeschool and tell other parents, coach friends to get bent. Can you speak about hydrogen water? Look it up, man. I don't know enough about it. People will tell you it works. People will tell you it doesn't work. Huberman will tell you that it works. He also sells a machine for that, I believe. Brecka, same thing. I have one. I don't notice it. I don't think, oh, I have more energy or I sleep better or I feel healthier. But I'm also at the same time, I'm going to take every fucking advantage I can get. Went through this with my older son when he was still a minor. The amount of girls that would send him photos, inappropriate photos, was crazy. Had to explain to him child pornography. I don't think it's child pornography if he is underage also. Now, I could be wrong. Now, if you have photos, if you turn 18 and have those photos, that becomes a problem. Now, I also could be wrong. Just bought some tablets Brecka recommended. What were they? Probably magnesium of some sort. Homeschool the kids. Teach them discernment. Still curious humans. My friend had a pager in high school, and the principal caught him and whooped his ass. I had a pager in high school. Nope, transmission of any underage photos is, got it, okay. We had no problem getting weed, coke, booze. Of course, they can get a $29 phone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You are naive if you think it's not. I'm telling you. If you think your kid's not doing it, it's because you're not looking. Motherfuckers have phones in prison, guys. Like literally, fucking smartphones running social media accounts in prison. You think your kid doesn't have one? Yeah, CP when the dad looks at it. And if you think your kids aren't sending fucking photos back and forth, especially your daughters, you are fucking mistaken. You want to believe what you want to believe. There might be 1% of you, maybe 1% of you, where your kids are what you think they are, but you are mistaken. No, they didn't hide them in the prison wallet. Fucking jail, correction officers bring them in. The fucking cops sell them in. What happens is the girlfriend or wife comes to visit, and a lot of those prisons are in small towns. Everybody knows who the correction officers are. So the women meet up at the bar or run into the prison guard at Walmart and hit on them and have a relationship. They fucking meet up at a hotel or whatever, and now she has blackmail material against him. That's how that shit works. There's a million other ways also. That's how the drugs get into prison. That's how the fucking cell phones get into prisons. Someone's phone went off during a test. The admin came down, checked all phones. No one admitted to it. Everyone got detention except me and my buddy. If your kid goes to public or private school, they are 9, 10 doing the same stuff as their... Yeah, absolutely they are. There was grown-ass men buying fucking phones for our fucking teenage daughter. Grown fucking men. I'm telling you, if you think your kids are doing something different, you are fucking wrong. Yeah, cops are dirty. Everybody can be manipulated. Especially men when it comes to women. The best way to not be manipulated is don't be where the manipulation can happen. Even Banger has a Gen 5 Glock in Cali, and realistically, the only way they can get them in is from Cali. Yeah. Not sure if you even like that brand, John. I don't know what we're talking about. Stay clever. Thought of you today. Was at my watch dealer today, and they had a black and red Richard Mille. Yeah, I like some Millets. I do like Millets. There's a Millet shop in the Crystal in Las Vegas in the mall there. That's just a standalone boutique Richard Mille. They have like 10 watches in the whole fucking store. Yeah, even the Amish have phones. That's what I'm saying, man. And look, these are your kids. You run your kids how you want to run your kids. Just because you can be upset or disagree with what I say. I'm telling you, and maybe 1 out of 1,000 of you, maybe that is what the case is. And you might be better off just not fucking knowing. Is it working?
I got it set up.
Cool.
You're already getting emails.
Right on.
I don't have an answer yet about merging it onto the desktop, and if you're going to lose all the emails that are in there currently.
Well, they're on the desktop. Whether you mean backed up, like the tidal wave that's going to come through?
No, I mean like if I put all your details back onto the desktop, are you going to lose all that's currently in there?
Oh, I'm going to be completely fucked if that happens.
Right, which is why I did not do that. Okay. I just signed you in online.
Okay. Because I have those vendors that we deal with once or twice a year.
Yes.
And I don't even know who the fucking vendor is. I literally just look up, yes. Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I know. Yes.
Do I still have family in California? I have some aunts in California. My mother passed away. My sister moved to Idaho. My father is in Arizona. So no, I mean, I have some aunts, even my cousin. I got a couple cousins still there. No, my one cousin's in Texas. And then I have another cousin that moved to Knoxville here.
My last part of family moved out of California, like, within 60 days.
Last part of your family moved out of California when?
Like within the last 60 days.
Oh, got it. No child should be allowed to sleep with their phone. You're allowing your children to let strangers in. Yeah, you guys can put a lock on your phone. You can put parameters on the phone where you can turn that motherfucker on and off. You can also kill the Wi-Fi. And not only that, sleeping with the phone, and it's weird. People give me so much pushback when I say this. I'm like, don't have the fucking device in your room when you go to sleep. Kill the internet. And people are like, oh my God, what if somebody calls me? I tell people, do not call me in your emergency because you're going to die because I'm not coming. I'm not going to know it happened until I wake up. I turn all the shit off. What aminos do I take? I have a few different things. Extend. You get a big bottle of them. The taste is incredible. It does have sucralose in. I think it's sucralose. People will tell you, you know, all kinds of shit about that. And every time I send it to Brandel, he sends me a bunch of information that basically debunks it. So you can find a test that says one or the other. But these right here, I've got the blueberry ones. I've got the apple. I've got the watermelon and the blood orange. And then I also use these, which have caffeine in them. Amino Energy. And the watermelon one is really good. I'm sure all the others are. The flavors are real good. What I find is with like pre-workouts and caffeine, I can take a product every day and it works for about 4 or 5 weeks and it stops working. But when I jump to another product, like this one here, it has way less caffeine, but it works again. It hits different. There's just something different in the blend. The purple from Extend is awesome. To be honest, Sun Warrior Blend has like 3 ingredients, all natural, BCAAs, right on. Never heard of them. Do you take any type of electrolyte drink? Not very often, but if I do, I really like this this Redmond stuff, right? The real salt. It's all salt based, and I use their Relight. They've got a Relight Hydro that works really well. When my guys are outside, especially in hot summer and shit, and they come in just dragging ass, this stuff works really well. Can you go back? Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I'll switch to a different, and then I can go back and it kind of has reset. Yes. Ground Fog, what's up? Brecker recommends a 9 amino blend called Perfect Amino. Right on. I would suspect he sells that also. Is that a tauntaun on? It is a tauntaun on my wall. There's a awesome taxidermist out of Texas. Her Instagram is niche, and she does like museum preparations. She does very, very high-end shit. And she built this for me. And she does a full size, a full body also, that's 13 feet. Real horns. It's got real fur. I don't remember what kind of fur it was. And then she's got stuff. She's done work that's in like the Chicago Field Museum. Are encrypted radios illegal? I don't think so, because they're selling the fuck out of them. And every gun tuber out there is talking about them. But maybe they are. I don't know. Do the tariffs affect us? They haven't yet. They haven't yet. They will on Cobra buckles coming through Canada. But our webbing's all U.S. made. Now, does that really mean tariffs won't affect us? Because while they say U.S. made, you don't know where the fiber's coming from. I mean, look how many people in my industry say U.S. made, and we know for a fact they're not. Like, you got a ton of dudes screaming and squealing U.S. made, and they're made in Mexico, they're made in Vietnam, they're made in China. And it used to be only 10% had to be assembled in the United States to claim made in America. Like, I was a Camelback dealer for 10 years probably. And we had Camelbacks, and they said made in America on the hang tags and on the outside tag. But down inside, there was a made in Malaysia tag sewn inside the seam. Is a crossbody bag bigger than your Fupa Dangler? No, it's not. Probably about the same size. The orientation's different for sure. SOE Compound Party, guys, Saturday, June 14th. Music, food, fire. Friends, come celebrate Amanda's birthday. Access to SOE gear and amazing vendors. VIP packages available. You can see it on the website at soeparty.com. Almost went to jail for 75 days. What was it for? What do you go to jail for 75 days for? Is that the police officer threatening that? Is that what the charge carries, or is that what the judge said? These are the crossbody bags. I do have multicam black crossbody bags that can ship to you in the morning. Judge threat. Well, I'm glad you didn't. Encrypted radios aren't illegal to have. It is, however, illegal to decrypt police channels that are encrypted. So, no listening to encrypted emergency services. Now, while they say that, there's a fucking ton of apps on your phone where you can listen to cops, even in trunked and encrypted systems, I believe. My dangler got dragged behind the golf cart at camp. Looks awesome now, right on. Michael Sparks, how are you? I own an SOE mini rig. Someone gave me a tap chest rig. What's that say? Do your shoulder straps work? I don't know what a tap chest rig is, buddy. You just told me that you own an SOE mini rig and somebody gave you, I don't know, clip them in and see. You've got all the shit there. I don't know. A contempt threat. Do you have any parachutes? I do not currently have any parachutes. The federal government did take a lot of parachutes, well, 5 or 6 parachutes from me in a search warrant execution in 2003, 2001. I don't know when they raided my shop. They were not, those were my parachutes. I had MT1Xs and double Xs. Interested in any life-size velociraptor body fossils? Fuck yeah. I am only limited on a daily basis by the availability of funds for that which I want to purchase. Yes, I would love to have a fucking dinosaur fucking skeleton. Most of your full skeletons at the museums are resin. And a lot of people don't realize there is a Tyrannosaurus Rex mold and full skeleton in Murfreesboro. There is a fossil museum in a industrial park there. And they will pour you a 1-to-1 spot replica of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's 60 days in county for a bar fight. Learn more in that 60 days on how not to go to jail and become a better criminal. Yeah, absolutely you do. URC encrypted is okay, if not on ham bands, business or public. Why did they raid me? Oh, dude, fucking look it up on the internet. It's fucking, I was on CNN for fucking a week straight. Dude, I've done 1,000 podcasts on it. Michael Sparks, I'm with you. A supposed T-Rex. Yeah, velociraptors are very small. I actually have a velociraptor skull, 1-to-1 resin upstairs. Yesterday, the Razor the kids got scared shitless when I went there, booked it into the woods. They were screaming, "It's a cop." I was saying, "Do you need help?" And they started throwing beer bottles. Is it a police razor or is it your personal razor? Because I think SOE uses 1.5 versus 1 inch. We do use 1.5. It's more stable. We've used 1.5 for 30 years. Guys use 1 inch because it costs less. Arrowhead hunting at the farm. Hopefully, oh yeah, I'll bet the floods kicked up all kinds of materials, man. Brondo has electrolytes. It's what plants crave. I've never seen that movie. Exposing child abuse. Got it. The tariffs make me a little sad because my Kevlar fiber source is in China. China? I think they're going to make a deal.
Everybody else has.
We're 80% of their economy. I know they can. And you know what they're doing right now? They're just shipping stuff. They've already started shipping stuff to other places. So we will buy it from a different point of origin, even though the original source is China.
Did you tell everybody that the cigarette pouch
I did. The cigarette pouches are online to order. They are open. Loco, what's up? Haven't seen you in a long time, dude. I hope you're good. You lose 15 IQ points. What are we talking about? Dude, you got to watch. Oh, Idiocracy. I see. Seeing the life-size replicas online for as little as 1,300. Can't comment on the quality. Remember those kids crashed outside of my house? I think I said, oh, got it. Got it. Crazy thing about arrowheads. If you ever find one, sit your ass down and just think about what it took to get to you. No shit. Floods make morels pop after the water subsides. Good info.
Kevin said do not sign into your desktop.
Okay, why?
We need to export it first.
Got it. By sign in, does that just mean open it?
No, because it needs the new password.
Okay, okay.
So just don't.
Because I still open that motherfucker 100 times out of habit every day. It's the best documentary. I've heard that. What is my name? John. My name is John. My name is John. My name is Jeff. What do you look up to see the intel on federal government raid? John Willis Special Operations Equipment. Federal indictment would probably do it. Special Operations Equipment raid. I went looking the other day, and I couldn't find much of it. Like, I was on the cover of every West Coast newspaper for a week. Like, the headline said, "Attack boas and pythons guard booty of stolen machine guns." Like, that was on LA Times, San Diego Union Tribune, and I think the San Francisco newspapers. I was on CNN. I couldn't find any of that shit. And when you Google my name, it says that I was the head of the triads. They call me John Willis White Devil. That's a good one to look up, too. People used to, when they talk shit, they're like, he got arrested for selling crack. But the article about John Willis selling crack, trading a stolen bicycle to a police officer for crack, that was a black dude. That wasn't me. Yo, they're going to raid us again for looking too damn good. That's right. They're going to think steroids. I got all the steroids. It'd be nice when the police raid you if they look to see if what they raided you for was legitimate, like you actually had a prescription, you know? Need to print them and ship them with the orders. Scrubbing of the internet will continue. Yeah, dude, it's fucking. And I was there's an article about John Willis. There's a 2-page article in New York Times, and I found it, but it wants you to pay to read it. It won't let me read my own article anymore. Scary words arsenal. Yeah. Well, they had it said a federal agent poses with stolen machine guns from Camp Pendleton. And there was like 48 guns laid out on the sidewalk. And the federal agent is doing the pose, right, with the M4 up in the air in front of my shop. And you could see the wind-up wheel on the magazine. It was an airsoft gun. Out of 48 of those guns, 13 of them were real firearms. None of them were machine guns. None of them were stolen. None of them were short barrel. Nothing illegal about them at all. Payback machine. The Wayback. Yeah, Wayback machine. Yeah, it's there. Pay now, pay later. What is your life worth? Yeah. I love a prescription for machine gun. John Willis, the percentage is black dudes 75.75 to 1. John Willis, that percentage is black dudes 75 to 1. National Enquirer headline. Well, like when they raided me, right? San Diego Zoo was there. Animal Control, Humane Society, which I didn't realize were two different entities. Zoning was there. DEA was there. FBI was there. NCIS and CID were there. Immigration was there, as well as Border Patrol was there. California Department of Justice. Those were who was really running. That's who had it. Bomb Squad, Sheriff's Bomb Squad was there, and EOD was there. Navy EOD. They had a lot of guys there. You did have the cop shotgun. Yeah, they left their shotgun in my apartment where there had been no guns. All the guns were at a shop, locked in a safe, inside a locked room with a cage. Pay a shitload of money to see an attack train. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, they brought two Penske trucks. They were like almost like semi trucks. I want to say they're like 25, 30 foot like box cargo vans, but they had a tall ramp, right? And we had a store. We had 3 garages. I had an apartment in the alley. I had an apartment, and I had 3 garages that I rented. And one of the garages was full of ammo, like so full of ammo, it was like Lego blocks all the way to the roof. And they took about a quarter of the ammo because they got tired of lifting it and taking it up that gangplank. And that truck was a tall truck, right? So they had to walk up there to get all the ammo. It didn't have a lift gate. San Diego Zoo, yeah, because the chick from the San Diego Zoo came in. They did it like around, guys, I've told this story, like there's good videos of this entire fucking story. But she came in and she's like, do you have any venomous, she said poisonous animals. I said, you mean venomous. Poisonous is if you ingest it. Venomous is if they inject it. And I go, why are you here? You're not from the reptile department of the San Diego Zoo. And I first she goes, do you have any poisonous animal? I go, well, you're the duty expert. Did you see any? And she goes, you don't have to be a smartass. And I go, we're done talking. But she didn't, I don't know who she was from the San Diego Zoo, because I knew all the guys from the San Diego Zoo that were reptile guys. And I did not have any illegal animals, no poisonous animals, venomous, nothing like that. Best part of the story, what is, yeah, the Play-Doh. Yeah, they fucking, I like, you guys brought dogs through here. The first thing you did was bring dogs through here. Your dogs didn't alert. You know that's not explosives, that's Play-Doh. We were doing, before MARSOC stood up, there was a unit called VSW MCM, and it's very shallow water mine countermeasures, and it's the original UDT mission before they became SEALs. And they were doing that again, and it was supposed to be like shore to 200 feet over the horizon. So it was small craft, and they would, they had dolphins, and they had all kinds of swimmers and shit, and they would basically find mines in the water, and it was for clearing mines so they could bring assault craft ashore. And they were buying, I think it was 120. They would buy 120 of these little pouches from us that held a half a pound of C4, and they had a timer with a big brass corkscrew, and they timed it in. They screwed it into the explosives, and it had a digital timer. And they would basically, these pouches we made, they would put these big bungee cords on them, and they would bungee cord the explosives around a mine, and they would set all the timers, and it simultaneously, whatever time, it would blow up all the mines, and then they could bring all their landing craft ashore. And they were blowing up 120 of these a month. We did 120 of them for 12 months. And they had brought me a half a pound block of Play-Doh, all covered in green, riggers tape, duct tape, with a dummy timer on it. And they were like losing their shit over this. And I'm like, it's not explosives. Your dog didn't fucking hit on it. Whose idea, 5-day work week? I don't know. I work 3 days in every day, right? People look at their work day as an 8-hour day. I look at my day as 4 6-hour days. What is my body count? What does that mean? Ford? What are we talking about, Ford? Do a limited run of some of those products. Yeah, we got you now. They did. Yeah, it was the Sheriff's Bomb Squad guy, which was super weird because we were really good with all the sheriffs. Like, we knew all the SED guys. That's their SWAT team, Special Enforcement Detail. And, like, they brought in California Department of Justice and ATF guys out of Los Angeles on the warrant execution because none of the San Diego SWAT teams would execute the warrant because we knew all those dudes. And that EOD guy, that bomb squad guy, just kept just kept going. And we heard him on the radio, and he's like, explosives, blah, blah, blah. And the dude came, he's like, we fucking got you now. And he went running in the back, and he's like, we got you. You're fucking done for. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Strider, we shared a building with Strider, and they were moving because they couldn't put the new equipment in the building. There wasn't enough power in the building for it. So they had a bead blast cabinet that had silica carbide, and they would use it to bead blast Strider knives. You guys seen the Strider knives, how they're like tiger stripes, some of them? That's because they come out black out of the heat treat, and they would bead blast stripes and patterns on these blades. When you see the light gray, that's just where they knocked the heat treat burn off. That's all that is. And they would use the shit out of this bead blast cabinet and would fill up with metal. They would dump that media out into big ammo cans, like almost like mortar round cans, you know, big, tall ammo cans. And that shit was sitting in there rusting. And they fucking somehow had it in their head that that was explosive powder, but it was the fucking media. Like, it was like fucking, it was like we were getting punked by Ashton Kutcher, the whole fucking thing. I was telling somebody the other day, I will never buy an American-made car. Toyota is American, buddy. I like the way they're made, and I like the resale. Many of your Toyotas are the most, like when I bought a Tacoma, it was the most American-made truck you could possibly buy. And when you buy a truck from Toyota, that is Toyota America Motor Corporation. I've listened to that Jaeger podcast over and over, probably heard 100 times, and just keep going. It's wild, dude. And when you get like me and Jeff together, he'll say something, and I'll remember something else that I, didn't get into the first one. Tundras are made in Texas. Yeah, I got a Tundra. The 4Runners come from Japan, or did. If it was rusting, they thought thermite, because but thermite is. What? Thermite is not iron oxide, is it? It's aluminum, right? It's aluminum powder and iron oxide, maybe? Wait, Toyota? Yeah, Toyota's American, buddy. Yeah. Made in the motherfucking USA. Yeah, Toyota. When I bought a Toyota, a dude's like posted up a picture of my logo that says made in the motherfucking, he goes, so much for made in the motherfucking USA. I go, my Toyota is more fucking American made than your fucking Ford Ranger is. Ford Rangers were made in fucking Mexico at the time. Yeah, they left a shotgun. They did. They left their shotgun in my living room. My attorney came and got it because we thought they were setting us up. Kia makes vehicles in Georgia. Man, I miss Japanese Toyota. Basically 4-cylinder with power of a V6. Dude, I've got a 4Runner. I got a TRD Pro 4Runner. I'm very, very happy with it. I have the last year Tundra, a TRD Pro Tundra. I think it's 2020 or 21, maybe. I don't know. I think I just broke 15,000 miles on that truck. The design of the engines are Japanese. Okay. And my Toyotas run a whole lot fucking better. You know, I own Dodge. I own a Dodge 5.9 Mega Cab. I own a F-250 Super Duty with a V10. I own a Chevy Suburban. I own a GMC Yukon. I own a Ford Excursion with a 6.0. You know what truck fucking gives me the least fucking amount of hassle and runs the best? My Toyotas. John Hamilton, what's up? Yeah, when they still had that 8-cylinder, that's what I got. 4Runner made in Japan. My Tacoma made in Yep, we bought a 4Runner. It fell off the boat. They lost it. The first Forerunner we bought, they literally told us it fell off the ship in the ocean. 250,000 miles on Toyota with limited maintenance. Yeah, as long as you keep that maintenance schedule, man. Holster Your Rage shows how far this country has fallen. Well, I mean, it's all who the confidential informants are and who they're related to, right? The head detective on my case was the brother-in-law of the #1 confidential informant. Do I run on it? No, I just keep treadmills and stair steppers so that it looks like I run on them. Next batch of tools. The real fucking answer? I don't know, dude. I don't have a fucking clue. We make 100 different color combos of tool bags. The real answer is I don't fucking ever know, man. Do you have one on order? The other real answer is on any given day, I have 5,000 open orders. When we run a promo code, we sell hundreds of those the first night we drop them. Most of you guys are like, hey, can you give me an update on my order? Yeah, your order's waiting on the free bag. Don't email me and ask me for an update on your order if you're not willing to take it without the free item, because I can almost always ship your order without the free thing. I spend 20, 30, 40 emails a day. Hey, we have all the items that you paid for in the box ready to ship. It's waiting on the free thing. If you would like to forego the free thing and skip the free item, we can ship it today. Almost all those fucking dudes are like, I'll just wait. No, not 5,000 in a day, but every day there are 5,000 open orders. We'll do 1,000 on a weekend sometimes. If you were riding in a car, did politics ever knock on your door? If you were riding in a car, did politics ever knock on your door at Lompoc? I don't know what you're talking about. Like gangs? There was none of that shit. White dudes, fucking everybody kind of commingled. I was in the low, dude. My order's been over. Has your order been over 2 months? Did you happen to see when you ordered where that said 8 to 12 weeks? Sometimes it takes longer, man. It just depends. What's your order? Is that the same dude asking about the tool bag? The real answer is I don't have a fucking clue who you are. You've literally given me nothing to help you. And I love how a dude shows up the first time on one of my lives to ask about an order. You know what you get out of that? You don't get very far with it. Put a chocolate bar. I mean, there's cool shit. Guys place. When we run a promo code where you get a free item, that's what all this shit is, right? That stack right there are those plaid bags. There was 50 of those fucking things this morning. Every one of these orders has a free item. I just boxed all these tonight. These are all going to ship out tomorrow-ish, maybe. And by tomorrow morning, like, these stacks, this is all orders I'm pulling. This right here, these are all waiting on Easter. We made 24 of the Easter pouches. But when we do promo items, guys will order 10 orders back to back to back to back to get the free items. They take those free items and they sell them on eBay. Can't find the nylon used to cinch the ankle cuff of BDUs. I don't know what we're talking about. I think it's probably, I don't know what it is. Has Thomas commented again? I haven't seen him comment again. I only saw the one comment. My order's over 2 months. Did he, was that the dude asking about tool bags? You are, I'm an N-word? What is that, narcissist? I'm trying to think of like an N-word for handsome, successful. I'm not there. I'm just drawing a blank. Come on, somebody do the thesaurus for me. I'm an N-word. Why don't you just type it out, you little cunt? I'm not even seeing Thomas comment, guys. Has Thomas commented again or just the one time? Oh, is Thomas the same dude that said you're an N-word? 2 months is 8 weeks, jackass. Tom, what's your order number, man? Help us help you, bud. Like, what do you have on order? Is he the tool bag guy? Noble. Okay, Noble. You're an N-word. That's funny for like an N-word. That's the best you could come up with? Noteworthy. I gotta like that one too. That's a good one. Thomas is a troll. His profile's 5 days. Go ahead and ban him out. Like if he really wanted assistance, he'd give me an order number. Like we'd have a real conversation. Nice. I don't want to be called nice. That's not like I don't want that. I'm a really nice guy. Imagine putting in an order for an item that clearly says 8 to 12 weeks. I don't think he has an order. But he's banned. The crazy thing is when you ban him, he doesn't get a notification going, hey, you're blocked here. He still sees his comments. He just doesn't realize that we never see him again. You're like a ghost, motherfucker. Raise it back a wild inwards. I'm buying what I need for the butt pack and med kit right on. Making covert bags with pocket. We'll be making covert bags. We do them in batches. Here's a big ass order ready to ship. And it's missing something, right? So Amanda emails the dude. It's like probably a $2,000 order. And she's like, hey, I don't have what you ordered, but I do have this. You know what? We never hear back from those dudes. Never. Hey, Riggs, how are you? Must say I reached out with an order number and you were professional. I received my order. Season right on, right on. Look, when you see us do a video, because that's what we're famous for. People love when we make fun of a guy and blast, we blow his shit up, whatever, and we're like, "You're canceled, motherfucker." When you see that happen, we could do 1 or 2 of those a week. But I mean, we ship fucking 1,000 to 2,000 boxes every week. So if we have one customer, that's like 1 out of 1,000 minimum. It's usually 1 out of 2,000. So what's that percentage rate? 0.1%? Fuck, I'll take those numbers. That's a pretty good number for unsatisfied customers. Are you alive? Hello. Guys, help me. Secondhand SOE gear. Anyone crying about your customer service? 0.0001. It's all okay. This order is going to Japan. Reed, man, I haven't seen the couch guys in a while. I miss that. I liked going upstairs and showing them my couch that costs more than their car. Yeah, F-rated by the Better Business. We did that shirt. So the Better Business Bureau, I have 2 complaints right now with them, but I won't log in, right? You have to log in now to leave a rebuttal. We used to make a video, and I would just send them the link to the video talking about what a scam and a ripoff the Better Business Bureau is. Because while I have an F rating, if I paid them $630 tonight, I would have a AA or AAA rating by tomorrow morning. Wolfgang Puck says they're a ripoff. Emerald Lagasse says they're a ripoff. Hilton says they're a ripoff. You just pay and they'll raise your ranking. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Everybody have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out for a little while. Any of the product you saw here, if you order it tonight, we can ship it to you tomorrow. Unless you use a code. I don't think we have a code going right now. People get used to next day shipping. Yeah, guys, I order a ton of shit off Amazon, and none of it's showing. I have stuff ordered off Amazon right now that's over a week. I ordered it over a week ago, so those days are dying. Those days are behind you. Notorious. I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, Better Business Bureau's a ripoff. But I won't, like, I get the notifications from them, but I won't even, because I have to log in and make an account. I'm not making a fucking account with them. Not happening. And they invite me to their Better Business Bureau ice cream socials. Like, I should show up one day. I should show up to the Better Business Bureau events. That'd be fucking hilarious. If it wasn't for the fact that it's in Memphis, I would go to them. Jason, what's up, dude? All right, guys, I'm out.